Hey guys, I want to talk about negativity and how to handle when people post negative comments on your Facebook, if they send you negative messages. I just want to talk about some nasty old negativity. So first of all, if somebody comments on your post, a negative post, regardless if it's negative about the products, if it's negative about the business, the first thing that I want you to do is delete it. Delete. You don't want other people seeing that if at all possible. You don't need that in your life. You don't need that person causing issues with your Plexus business on there and that comment out there floating around. It's usually not best to try to argue with that person in the comments, to reply to their comment, even if their comment is ridiculous, if it's about something crazy. It's just not good business to argue with that person on the comment feed. So delete the comments. If you don't know the answer, you don't know why they're posting that, and you feel like you need to reach out to that person, then do so in private, in a private message. Just don't allow that negative post or a negative comment to stay out there for everybody to see. And just don't argue with them on the news feed either. That's not on the comments. That's just not good to do. So if somebody is negative about something, they say something about the products, they say something about the business, and you don't know how to react, feel free to reach out to your Golden Up leader. Feel free to reach out to me. I'll be more than glad to talk you through what they're talking about if you don't know what they're talking about. There's been a couple of incidences this week, actually. I've had several of you guys reach out to me or me reach out to you about some negative things that I have seen people comment. Crazy stuff, and it doesn't matter how crazy it is, just delete it, get it off of there. And then if you need some help walking through how to handle that situation, then reach out to me. I'll be more than glad to answer any of your questions. I'll be more than glad to tell you how to handle that person to the best of my ability. You can, private message that person about whatever it is they said if you want to, but most of the time what I have found is when somebody is that negative on your comments that they pretty much have preconceived notions, or they have their mind made up, or whatever the case may be. So don't be out to try to change their mind. You can show them through time how the products work and how the business works. You don't need to argue with them. Now, if somebody in your warm market or somebody in your family is negative to you about the products or about the business, guys, realize that we all face that. I have people very, very close in my family who don't like Plexus, who won't take Plexus, who won't try Plexus. I have a couple of people who've maybe tried it for a couple of days and they refuse to do the work. So just know that is definitely something that we all suffer with, and just don't argue with them about it. Don't talk to them about Plexus, and even if they bring it up and if they're trying to be negative, then just don't deal with it. You're an adult, they're an adult. You can just walk away. If it's somebody you deal with regularly, then don't bring Plexus up in the conversation. I have a person in my family who I don't have to bring Plexus up in the conversation. They constantly bring Plexus up in the conversation negatively, and I just choose not to deal with it. Now, I do get aggravated about it, and sometimes it hurts my feelings. I'm not going to lie about it. But I don't go and I don't bash it on Facebook. I don't make a Facebook post about the exact opposite of what they said. I just let it go. Sometimes that's the best thing that you can do, and just be a product of the product, and you stay positive yourself, and eventually either A, they'll come around and they'll see that Plexus really is amazing, or they won't. So don't try to argue with people to try to change their mind. It's not worth it. And just keep the negativity off of your Facebook, period. Even if you're having a really bad day, listen, guys, it's life. We all have bad days. Things happen. We feel like crap. Our kids drive us insane. Whatever the case may be, but just keep it off Facebook. Feel free to be yourself and be who you are and stay true to yourself. I'm not saying not to be who you are, but let's not be talking about I'm broke and sick and tired and hate life, and then, oh, join my Plexus team, we're such a big happy family. I mean, that just doesn't work. So once again, just feel free to reach out to me if you have any question, or somebody's posting some crazy stuff on your Facebook. Just reach out and we'll work through it together. But first and foremost, just delete it. And second of all, don't try to argue or change their mind in the newsfeed, because more than likely it's not going to work and it's just going to look unprofessional on you. So I hope you guys have a great day and a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.